All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we actually got a hint from Dokkan themselves about the Part 2 LR for the Vegeta Nappa celebration. This right here, I think there's a very clear choice about who this is going to be. But let's go ahead, let's take a listen here. Let's see what this sound is, and we can go ahead and pull up the obvious choice, and then we can pull up a few outlier choices that I want to also throw in there, just because I don't like to limit ourselves with just one option. So let's go ahead and listen to this real quick. Okay, so this sound is obviously the Dokkan audio, right? So the audio from whatever super attack or active skill or whatever this is going to end up being, this is definitely the audio coming straight from this unit. So if we kind of want to see if I can turn it down just a little bit, we'll kind of talk over it. This sounds like a lot of static, a lot of charging, the firing of the attack, the travel, the impact, and then the explosion of whatever is in the background getting hit, right? So that's like the charge, the firing, the travel. So charge, fire, travel, impact of the enemy, follow-up background explosion. That is what I am getting from this audio here, is those specific paths of whatever attack this might be. So obviously some sort of beam, obviously something that travels, has to travel to hit the enemy, hits them, impact, boom. I think there's an obvious choice here. Piccolo. Piccolo and his special beam cannon. I think that this would make the most sense in the terms of not only just the sound, but in scope of the celebration itself, right? So we're thinking Saiyan Saga, Piccolo doing the special beam cannon makes a whole lot of sense here. Now, obviously, he doesn't fight the Nappa or Vegeta using this skill, right? Nappa ends up killing Piccolo, but he does use this against Raditz, who we did just see get a major EZA. So Raditz, Tech Raditz, they both got major EZAs alongside the STR Nappa. So having them kind of go back to this moment makes sense, because it's still Saiyan Saga. It's still a very impactful moment in this series. So I think having Piccolo here as the Part 2 does make sense. Now, one of the biggest things I kept saying was, you know, looking at the leader skills, looking at the sub-leader skills, looking at the kits for the new character is how I was kind of trying to gauge what we could see for the Part 2 LR. I was really hoping for some grade 8 Vegeta or grade 8 like trio of Saiyans, you know, whatever it was. Really trying to pull for that, but off of this sound, I'm guessing it's got to be Piccolo, dude. It's got to be. So he still works here, right? He may not work extremely well with Vegeta and Nappa, right? Because they do, I mean, Vegeta himself, he supports Saiyan Saga. Yes, Giant 8 power as well, but he supports Saiyan Saga. The Nappa side, however, is where the issue kind of comes in. He does support Saiyan Saga, but he also further supports Extreme Class. Piccolo not really being an Extreme Class character here, unless they make him Extreme. I mean, I think he would count as Super, right? At this point, he's fighting alongside Goku to defeat Raditz. I think he's basically a good guy at this point. I know he started off bad, but who knows? They can make him Extreme, but I doubt it. So he would still not work like extremely well with Nappa. He gets some of the support, but not all the support. But he would get the support from Vegeta, and he's also on the full leader skill. So Saiyan Saga, final trump card. We look at this guy here being the, you know, the exchange version of the Goku Piccolo. He is on Saiyan Saga and final trump card. So right here. So it does work. He would fit the full leader skill. We could also see an EZA for like this guy, which would be fantastic because they're definitely needed. We're really starting to boost up Saiyan Saga here with the celebration. I absolutely love that. But getting this guy an EZA would be incredible. I think it would fit very, very well with the celebration, with the part 2 character. We could see this be a tag character for part 2, right? You do something with the Goku, you can tag into Piccolo, who has the active skill for the special beam cannon. I think it works. You could definitely do this. And I think it's something that I think a lot of people would actually really like, because there's not a whole lot of representation from this moment, this fight with Raditz in the game, which is crazy considering it's like the first somewhat major fight of the Dragon Ball Z series. But yeah, very little underrepresented, but I think we're going to get a little bit more of it here with this new Piccolo coming up, or Piccolo Goku, whatever they want to do with it. Now, I said I didn't want to back myself into a corner. I don't want to just say, boom, Piccolo, done, that's it. I think it's Piccolo. But if it weren't Piccolo, who could we see? Well, still going off leader skills, still going off. I mean, really, this this is the main thing we're going off of here is the sound, because this is obviously like the point to the next unit. So thinking, who could this be? Well, I'm not going to give up my hope of a new Grade 8 Vegeta. You know, this could be the sound of him getting the energy ball to throw into the sky to then turn into the giant ape. That's what this could be. He throws it, he's charging it, throws it in the air. He hits the burst open and mix, and then the explosion is it going, like actually turning into like the fake moon. And then him going Grade 8. Long shot, but still throwing it out there. Another one I thought of, hearing the charging, the moving, the explosion. Krillin with his Destructo Disc. It could be this. I don't think it has as much of a like electricity buildup sound when he's first making it. I went back and actually like watched these moments to like see if I could pinpoint some of these sounds. I could see it being Krillin and his Destructo Disc. Now, we do obviously already have an LR for this character. It is a free-to-play Prime Battle LR. So I definitely think he'd be due up for a, you know, yellow coin LR here. I think it would be fine. Destructo Disc Krillin. I think we could see it. Or it could be him shooting off like the scatter Kamehameha, the scatter energy wave that he does here. He could definitely do that. That could be another thing. Or the very last choice that I did have here was the Kaioken Goku. Bear with me. This is more so just for what his active skill is with the Spirit Bomb. So his active is him giving the Spirit Bomb to Krillin. Could we see this moment here be represented? Right, where maybe that sound was the Spirit Bomb charging up and then him throwing it and it impacting into Vegeta. I mean, it could be. It's probably a long shot. I mean, look at all the animation here, all the possible sounds you could have coming off of this. Do I think it matches this explicitly? No, probably not. I think it's still pointing towards Piccolo, but it's definitely still in the realm of possibility. And again, like I said, I don't want to back myself in a corner here, being like, boom, we got it. It's solid. It's figured out. No matter what, I think it's definitely still Saiyan Saga. Like, to me, that just sounds like something getting charged. I mean, hell, it could be Yamcha's Spirit Ball. Who knows? Or, dude, Tien's Tri-Beam. We can really see that he fights. I mean, he fights Nappa and Vegeta, so we could see like Tien maybe. But honestly, I think this is a direct point to the special beam cannon from Piccolo, and I think it's just an obvious thing. So Dokkan doesn't like to be super like in the weeds with their hints. They make them a little bit ambiguous, but usually they're pretty easy to point out. So with this one here, with the audio, I think it's the special beam cannon. I think it's the charge, you know, the electricity, fingers to the forehead, all the static, him charging up the special beam cannon, the firing, the travel of the beam, the impact of the enemy, and then the explosion of the background. I think that's exactly what we're seeing in the process of this sound effect. And my daughter's yelling for me downstairs. So I think that's my cue to kind of wrap this up instead of babbling on and on about this. But yeah, my pick is going to be Special Beam Cannon Piccolo from the fight with Raditz. I think this is going to be a very cool card. I think this would be very awesome to have. I think it would still work well with this character here because they do still lead Saiyan Saga. They lead Final Trump card. He's on the full leader skill. He will still get some support from them. It still works out. So I think it'll be very good. I think it'll be very fun no matter what it is, even though I was really hoping for a new grade 8 Vegeta or grade 8 Vegeta Nappa and Raditz, but you know, that was kind of a long shot anyway, let's be honest. So let me know what you guys think of the idea of a new LR Piccolo from the Saiyan Saga coming as the Part 2 LR here. Most likely, that's kind of what I'm throwing in as my number one choice, my number one pick here. But you guys let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys stuck around to this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts on everything we talked about here today. Your thoughts on this sound effect and what you think it could be. Do you think it's Piccolo? Do you think it points towards maybe a grade 8 Vegeta transformation, Destructo Disc, or Spirit Bomb, or maybe something else? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.